Hey everybody, Justin Cena here. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to redirect visitors to your country-specific versions of your e-commerce store. Really, really cool. It works with any e-commerce platform as well, like Shopify, really anything that you sell on. You'll be able to do this, and I'm going to show you how to do geo redirection for your store. Basically, the idea of finding their geography, where they're located, and then redirecting them to the specific version of their store. Let's say a German version, or of course the English version, or a Spanish version, right? You can get the idea. And I'll show you how to do it the right way, because when you have great products, when you have a great brand, when you have a great store, you need to scale internationally. It's just an incredibly easy way to make more money. When you have something that works, you want to show it to more people. And it's very, very common for big brands, for brands that are scaling and brands that have great products, to develop multiple regional stores, different languages, different prices, different shipping options, all that great stuff. And of course, this happens all the time with Shopify. And a real popular strategy is to use GeoTargetly to ask visitors to go to their regional store by displaying a pop-up if they're in the incorrect store. It's all about using built-in geo redirection to identify where they're browsing from, right? What country they're from, what region they're from. And then if they're in the wrong store, we'll get them into the right store ASAP. And there are definitely some pain points if you want to implement this strategy, because there's absolutely no built-in way to do this with any of your e-com store platforms. So you use Shopify, WooCommerce, Custom Code, whatever it is, you need to use a tool to add on this really cool geo redirection. And the tool must be super easy to use and require no prior technological skill. You don't need to be some type of developer or coder in order to set this up. But really, most importantly, the tool must geolocate automatically and then prompt the visitor to access the correct version of their store. And if you want to do this the right way, if you want to do this the way I do it, you want to use GeoTargetly. Highly recommended. You see the link directly below this video. I'm going to show you exactly how to use GeoTargetly. It couldn't be any easier. If you just follow step by step, you'll see how you'll be able to get in here. Again, link directly below this video. Let's go over the shoulder. You're looking at geotargetly.com, and this is the way that global brands use geo-targeting to increase conversions, to increase sales, and to make more money. And this works even in the United States. You want to be using this in your store regardless of where you're located, because again, this is all about how you're going to be able to scale the right way. And literally some huge brands you see over here: Untuckit, Asus, HTC, Panasonic, Colgate. These are the type of brands that are using GeoTargetly because it is by far the best solution, and you could literally get started in minutes, no credit card required. You can go and get this 14-day free trial. Again, the link is directly below this video. Take a look at Capterra, GT, Trustpilot, SourceForge. Massive positive reviews here because, like I said, it's the all-in-one geo-targeting platform. It's going to allow you to do everything. Redirect your audience to specific pages with geo redirection, geo links, geo blocking as well, so you could block unwanted visitors from accessing your website. You could redirect them away to another page or another version of the site. Show visitors only location relevant content. This is the biggest deal here. You want to maximize conversions. You want to have landing pages specific to each location. You can do that with GeoTargetly. Very, very easy to do. Geo content, geo pop-ups, geo announcement bars. It's all about geolocation, and GeoTargetly does it the best. And that's why it's the #1 option here. You could even use geolocation data for advanced customization. For example, automatically filling forms with location data, centering maps, all these really cool things that are now enabled to you when you use GeoTargetly, and it's literally super easy to do. All you need to do is just sign up. You get that 14-day free trial. You'll be able to boost your visitor experience, increase trust, and the bottom line is make more money by increasing your conversion rate. You're going to see those conversions and the revenue go up, all because of that geo-targeting. Very, very simple, but very, very powerful. You can go and build your different location rules and really go down all the way into the city level. So we have country, state, city, radius, and IP targeting. So it's not just about countries here. You could be incredibly specific and incredibly flexible as well in terms of saying where you're going to send them, what pages they're going to see, etc. And the biggest thing, no code changes required. This is all about being an entrepreneur. We want to sell our product. We want to build our brand, but we don't want to have to learn any crazy code. It's just a copy and paste. Very, very easy one-time setup. And again, you could take a look at all the different success stories, and I showed you at the beginning some of these massive review sites: Trustpilot, Capterra, G2, SourceForge, with that perfect 5 out of 5 star review. So, when you want to find geolocation, when you want to do it the right way, big brands use GeoTargetly. So what do you need to do? You come over here and press the try 14 days free. This is going to allow you to sign up with your 14-day free trial. No credit card required. You can sign up with Google, sign up with your email. Either way, we'll sign up here and I'll walk you through step by step. I'm inside of my GeoTargetly dashboard over here, and you'll be able to choose your subscription and set everything up right over here in the subscription tab. You'll also have your settings over here where you'll be able to have your email and your password, billing notifications, all that good stuff. You could even set up teams over here. Let's say you have a partner or you have some people working for you. You can come over here and add them and set their profiles so they could use GeoTargetly as well. Great support here at all times. You'll be able to access them in the docs, the support. You could also come down over here as well and click this little search glass button over here. But really what you're going to be working on are the main modules. And I'm going to show you, again, they have great support, but I'm going to show you really the easy way to get started. All you need to do is basically pick a feature, right? So pick which strategy you want to implement. And there's certainly no reason why you couldn't implement multiple different features here. And you see they're listed under products here. You get access to all these. Geo Redirect, right? This is going to be kind of your basic, your most common use case here. Any store could use this. Any website can use this. You're going to automatically redirect website visitors to different URLs based on their geolocation, right? So pretty simple. If they are from the United States and they land on the Canada website, we're going to send them to the US version. If they're from, let's say, Spain and they land on the US version, we'll send them to the Spanish version, et cetera, et cetera. So we'll be able to do that. I'll walk you through this. I'm just going to show you some more examples here. And they all kind of work the same way where we'll be able to kind of one-click add them into our site. In this case, this is creating a dynamic short link that's going to redirect based on geolocation. So you could have a short link or a shortened URL specific to geolocation, specific to redirecting to the right place. This is really cool if you're doing marketing or landing pages or things like that. Full control over where they're going to go. Geocurrency, this is really powerful, especially for e-commerce stores, for Shopify stores. Automatically display prices in the local currency of your visitors. Really powerful here. New, you see recently added as well. GeoTargetly always adding new features into this app. It's really powerful because you're going to keep getting them as long as you're a member. As long as you subscribe here, you'll have access to all the new tools and new products, as they call them, to get added. You'll see them all right in this list. We have GeoConsent. This is a really, really big one, especially when you are doing leads or opt-in generation or building your email list or anything that has to do with privacy concerns or data concerns, right? You can collect privacy consent without disturbing visitors from countries not requiring them. And this is cool because different countries have different requirements. So you can, let's say a country has less or no requirements, we could have them skip the geo consent or the consent completely. Same thing over here for geo content. We can show content or dynamically change content based on where a customer is coming from. Really powerful or easy example. We could say, hey there from the United States, or hey there from the city, right? We can be personalized in our content. We could have personalized kind of one-to-one content because it dynamically changes based on the visitor's geolocation. Geo image, another cool one, right? We're just basically going to display different images based on geolocation, and we'll be able to set this up with dynamic image URLs. Really easy, but really powerful as well. Again, you might want to have different things like showing your locations or showing imagery or showing branding or even maybe showing a specific logo that is geographically based. And now you can do that very easily with GeoTargetly. Geo Popup, of course, this is another kind of core one here, displaying pop-ups with different content based on visitor geolocation. Great example. Maybe your warehouse is in the United States. Maybe you sell print-on-demand products that ship from the United States, and you want to give free shipping to people in the U.S., and you want to show it. So you'll show a pop-up all about free shipping, right? But if you have customers in Europe, for example, it's just way too expensive to offer free shipping because your print-on-demand would have to, send international postage. That's expensive, blah, blah, blah. So we would, ordinarily have to say, okay, well, we can't show this free shipping message because we don't want to show it to people in Europe. But now, very easy. We could show something completely different. Let's say if they're in Europe, we could show something totally different. For example, check out our hottest sellers. So you see all these different kind of features out here. Geo-block, right? We could block visitors. Geo-JavaScript, we could implement JavaScript just based on specific geolocation again. It's really all about using GeoTargetly's advanced geolocation and then having different content or modules based about it, right? Sleek notification bar, geolocations. This is really cool in terms of grabbing latitude and longitude and showing different things like closest location if you have physical locations on a map. So really advanced ways to do this. But let's jump into kind of the core concept here, the geo redirect. So all you need to do to implement this, we're going to come over here and click Add to Site. So when we click Add to Site, it's going to give us a couple options. Do we want to give a automatic geo redirect? So basically it's going to instantly redirect. Or do we want to basically show a pop-up asking them to be geo redirected? You have two different options. I like this one because we have the ability to really kind of personalize the text, and it really kind of feels like we're talking directly to our website visitor. So I'm going to come over here, pop-up bar, redirect. And it's really simple. All we need to do is just go through the step-by-step setup. So we're going to redirect all pages on a website, or we could redirect selected pages on a website, or we could redirect just one page. See, if you hover over and click on this, it's going to give you the exact definition and even a video to kind of let you understand exactly what's going on and what you need to fill out. But I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. You just literally need to read through the options, right? So step one, general setup. Where are we going to basically trigger? Is every single page going to be the trigger? Is it just going to be a specific page? Right? Is it going to be a set of pages? Right? So we can do over here and put in our URL for a specific page. Coming down here, redirect type. Okay, what's going to happen? Well, this would be that automatic one that we kind of select. We didn't select, and instead we're going to do the pop-up. So over here we're going to use a pop-up and an announcement bar to request permission to redirect. And we could have a countdown up on there. We can remember visitor selection for 24 hours, basically cookies. Right? So we could have this selected so they don't have to, keep clicking the announcement bar to go to their correct country. We could also show the pop-up only once every 24 hours so we don't bombard them with information. But we're going to click remember over here. You could also remember for their only for their session, but I like doing this one right here. You could change these as well. Maybe you want to make it 5 seconds, whatever you want to set up over here. So we have kind of just a very simple setup. What page are we going to set them to be redirecting from, and what is going to happen when the pop-up opens, and how long will it remember them for in terms of cookies and all that great stuff. We see down over here, this is going to be a little kind of preview. You can look at the mobile as well. It's going to look really good on mobile and desktop. And of course, we'll be able to customize with our logo, our color scheme, all that great stuff. But you see right over here, really simple. Right, it's just going to say, hey, for a better shopping experience, please visit our EU store, and you can change the content depending on the country. So this is the kind of basic setup over here. We could also enable customers to choose what country they want if we wanted to do that, but we're just going to use geolocation. And for up here, for redirect all pages, I'm going to select this one. I'm going to enter in the Shopify store that I'm going to put in, but this will work with any URL. Just basically put in the URL. We're going to do redirect all pages of a website. And remember, you can click on the question mark. It's going to give you the exact information about what's going on for each of the different options. And once we have this first step set up, we'll go next. It's going to bring us into step 2 over here where it's locations. And this is going to be where we actually define the locations of where we want this segment to work, where we want this redirect to work. And it's pretty easy. We're just going to literally select the different options. So we could do things, like IP address range, latitude, longitude, city, state. I'm going to come over here, you do United States. And we could have equal to or not equal to, and come over here and click add. See that we have our country equal to United States. And you could actually add more locations, different regions, different setups, as many as you want in this location. So when you have your location set up, we're then going to have our redirect URL option. And we have different options here. What we're going to use is enable custom page redirect mapping rules. Basically, we're going to be able to choose our different rules for different pages across this entire site. There's other options as well, like passing subpage path and passing query string. These are some of the kind of the advanced options that you could mess around here with GeoTargetly. We're going to come over here into click add. Basically, what we're going to be able to do is set which URL we're doing, what specific page, and then where we're going to send them. Right, so it's pretty simple. Just as kind of any example, let's say they visit my birdsintheair.com store, and I want to send them to a different version of the store, or maybe I just want to send them to a different website in general. Right, and I could even click this to basically have every page set on redirect, or we could just have the home page in this case. Or we could have, how about something like the FAQ page? And I'll come over here and put in this page. Now we're going to say, where are we going to redirect them to? In this case, I'll put it right over here. Just as a little example. We'd probably do, in this case, if we had a, let's say a Spanish language store, we'd put them over here, or a Spanish page, put them over here if we were dealing with Spanish-speaking countries, etc., etc. So you have full flexibility in terms of what you want to do in terms of your page URLs and your redirect URLs. Page exclusions is cool because we could specifically exclude pages. Maybe you want to exclude the cart page, or maybe you want to exclude the privacy policy page. Different options that you can do there. You could also leave that blank if you want. Then we're setting up our pop-up. It's going to be our announcement bar type style. We can take a look at different preview over here, but I'm going to put different text over here and just put something like redirect alert. You're seeing this, and you can see we can use variables here. You're seeing this because you are visiting from, and then we put the flag in there. Put button text in here. We'll say go now and close. I'm going to enter in a logo URL, so I'm just going to use this same logo that I have in my store. Put that in there. Okay, and we'll now be able to press. We could add other locations as well, but we're going to set this up right now just as this specific page, and preview this, how it's going to look. There you see on desktop, and of course it's going to look good on mobile as well. We have the specific things that are going inside here, and of course we're going to get that flag US in there with our dynamic variables. So looking pretty good. We're going to go next now. These are some advanced features. Again, GeoTargetly can do basically a ton of different things and do them at a really advanced level. These are some things like refer source and IP whitelisting. So this could be really cool, especially if you're running paid ads. If you want to whitelist, or if you want to track specific refers coming here, you can kind of do all that through here. Same with user agent, having that ability. You could also disable redirects if you have some type of parameter. So maybe you don't want some specific traffic to get this redirect. You could set it up with a specific parameter there, and you have different timing lengths on there as well. Or you could literally just leave it blank, and we can go on to step 4. Because this is basically the last step, the one-time code that we need to add into our store. And it's going to give different options in terms of where you want to integrate. And there's so many different ways to integrate GeoTargetly. It doesn't matter if you're doing Wix or ClickFunnels or Magento or HubSpot, but we're doing Shopify. So we'll click on Shopify over here, and it's going to tell you copy and paste this code immediately after the opening head tag in the theme.liquid file. You can click over here. It's going to give you step-by-step instructions in terms of how to do it, but I'm going to show you real quick. Very easy. You go to your online store section. It's going to bring you to the themes page. And then over here, whatever your current theme is, you'll click these 3 dots and you're going to click Edit Code. Okay, so we'll click Edit Code. Don't worry, we're not doing anything crazy at all. It's going to pretty much almost definitely load into theme.liquid automatically, but if it doesn't, just search for it right up here, theme.liquid. It's basically your main template file. It controls every page on your store. Okay, and there's a lot of different things in here. You don't have to worry about editing this or anything like that. We simply need to just copy this code. Okay, so we'll first save to generate the code. Now you see over here, we'll copy our clipboard. It says immediately after the opening head tag, so it's literally right at the beginning. Okay, super simple. See the head tag right here. Right here's the exact thing, and it's basically this bracket head, bracket. Very easy to find. It's literally shows you exactly here, right? Head tag. Press enter, and I'll paste in this script. Okay, once I save that, that literally has enabled everything. I don't need to do anything else. I don't need to, create new code. It's literally just copy and paste. So very, very easy to do that. If you don't know how to do it, support team can guide you through it. It's very, very easy. Like you saw, that's it. Just copy and paste. So I'm going to press save now. And now our setup is successful. We, again, can do this with any platform here. If you have, like, let's say custom code or HTML or whatever, you just take the JavaScript. You have WordPress, of course, which is super popular. And as you saw, we have Shopify. You could test it over here in test mode, and you'll be able to see all your analytics live. But let's just go ahead and do it. I'm going to open up a new window here, and I'll go to that page, the FAQ page, and you see automatically it pops up. It says redirect alert. You're seeing this because you were visiting from, and you see the USA flag. Had a little countdown timer over there, which we set previously, right? We set to 5 seconds, redirecting us to the Contact Us page. So that was GeoTargetly. Again, geotargetly.com. Highly recommended. This is the way to use geotargeting to increase conversions and make more money. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. I'll do my best to answer each and every one of them personally. Otherwise, you see the link directly below this video. Get into GeoTargetly, sign up and get that 14-day free trial. And I hope this helps you make some money. Talk to you real soon. Thanks for watching.